It's been a wild start to the season, hasn't it? I mean, back and forth, starting off the season, fun. Then we had a bit of a rough start to this road trip. It's just been a back and forth couple of games. Now we're sitting at 5-5 to start off this season, which, to be honest, the way that the Knicks Twitter or Knicks fans are making it sound makes it out to be a lot worse than it really has been. It's just like the beginning of any season for a lot of teams. I mean, if you look at the standings in the East or the Western Conference, but basically more so the West, you see a lot of the better teams were starting off pretty slow and then just started to go on a bit of an uptick. You see the Clippers now are like 6-5, but you still see the Warriors are still struggling, 4-7. A lot of these teams were starting off a little bit wonky. The Heat right now are 4-7. The Brooklyn Nets 4-7, barring everything that's going on outside. Sixers 5-6. Point of the matter is, right now, the beginning part of the season, you're going to see some teams go off of the starting line a bit slower than others. And I'm gonna put our Knicks in that category. The Knicks, I feel like as Knicks fans, we're gonna hold this team. Look, I don't know about y'all. I'm dark as hell. Let's change this. Hold on. As Knicks fans, we're obviously going to hold this team to a higher standard because we want to see the team run the right way. Whatever that way means to you, we want to see this team run the right way. But when you saw how this team started and then how we handled ourselves a little bit in the road trip, you saw that there was all kinds of everything going on. RJ Barrett this, Julius Randle that, Evan Fournier, like everything was thrown out the window as if we are in the final month of the season. All that I've learned within this 5-5 start, it's the beginning of the season. And I need you guys to relax. Chill the out. For the schedule that we've had thus far, I mean, that does not really throw me all the way off. We got a new point guard that's getting used to the system, Julius Randle in a newish role, RJ Barrett showing that he's a lot to live up to after signing the extension this year, going through injuries, whether it's Mitchell Robinson recently or Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish in a contract year. All kinds of different anomalies are going on with this team. Tom Thibodeau having to show that he is the coach more from the playoff season than he was from last season. A lot of anomalies going on this year, and this 5-5 start, if you ask me, isn't absolutely terrible. I mean, yes, we couldn't finish that game against Atlanta, couldn't finish the game against Memphis, couldn't finish the game against Cleveland. You know, those are 3 games that we should have come away with, but we didn't. But what we did come away with was a game against a 76ers team that was hobbled, and we were able to take advantage. Mind you, it was only by 2 points, but those are the kind of games that you want to win. There's just a lot of things that I feel like we're being a little overly negative about and over the top about when it comes to this New York Knicks team this early into the season. We are still figuring it out ourselves the same way as the rest of the NBA. There's so many things to talk about. Longest intro ever. Let's get into all that. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. As always, please subscribe to my other YouTube channel, CK. Live stream there regularly, posting shorts, videos are going to be over there. Just go support your boy. If you don't see me uploading here, you can guarantee that you're going to see me over on that channel if you're looking for more content by your boy, and I appreciate the support. Also, go follow me over on Twitch, where I'm also live streaming there as well. So if you're a Twitch person and you'd rather see live streams there, then go check it out over there. Speaking of streams, tomorrow against the Brooklyn Nets, we are going to be streaming Wednesday Night Knicks right here. We brought back the series last week. We've had a lot of fun with it. You guys' support has been crazy with it. I'm thinking about doing a lot more watch-alongs, especially with our West Coast trip next week, where a lot of our games are going to be later. I'm going to be streaming those games, so it won't just be on Wednesdays. But you guys have been having a lot of fun with that. We've been having fun with it in the chat. You know, a lot of crazy stuff. So be there for Wednesday Night Knicks against the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow, where I'll lead you into the post-game show over on Knicks Fan TV. Shout out to CP and the boys over there. All right, now let's talk about the Knicks. The New York Knicks, as I mentioned, have started 5-5, and in those 5 losses, you saw a very different team from the 5 wins. And the main part that I'm trying to get at is I feel like we're too early. We are jumping out the window, and I don't know if it has a lot to do with a lot of winning in New York. So then the standard is being held for the Knicks right now because, you know, with the Yankees and the Mets, the Giants and the Jets right now playing really well. So a lot of the Rangers, a lot of standards standards are being set on the New York Knicks right now because everything else New York is doing really well. And be that as it may, I completely agree with that. But at the same time, y'all need to chill the out. Relax, because the New York Knicks right now are still playing pretty solid amongst everything that they have to figure out. A lot of things are going on right now. In and out of rotations from one of our key players that we try not to trade in the offseason, Quentin Grimes. Mitchell Robinson, the guy we just signed, who we know has been plagued with the injury bug his entire career, is going down right now. So a lot of different anomalies are being figured out. And in that period of figuring things out, our starting five and stuff like that, you gotta admit, we're not doing terrible with that. Argue as you may, I've definitely been pitchfork and all when it comes to Thomas Thibodeau, but at the same time, for him to make the adjustment to put Cam Reddish into the starting lineup, to make the adjustment to keep Ihart on the bench and let Jericho Sims go out there to guard a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, those kind of adjustments I'm giving him a little bit of credit for, because he's finally doing what he's supposed to do. The template coaching and stuff like that is still there, but for the most part right now, the New York Knicks are looking a lot better right now than we were thinking that we were about a few games ago. Now that's what I'm saying with this stretch coming up. Like, we have the Nets tomorrow, where you don't know which Nets team you're going to get. Right now, KD is willing this team to any kind of victory right now. He's just going on this killing spree right now with the whole Kyrie Irving situation, with Ben Simmons not looking up, with just everything going on around the Nets. It has been the KD show, and he's been keeping that team afloat. Is that something that the Knicks are going to pinpoint, lock down, and make sure everyone else doesn't do anything and they can win this game? There's so many anomalies that come with that game. And then we got the Pistons, Thunder, and the Jazz, 3 winnable games where hopefully we can go on a bit of a streak right here if we play this the right way and if this team continues to roll the right way. So I just feel like a lot of us need to understand to relax. Let these things figure themselves out. Any team goes through growing pains right now. There's so many anomalies with this team right now. People are expecting RJ Barrett off rip to be greatness. Yes, it'd be great to see in one of his first seasons ever to have a great start to finish season, but he's just not having that right now. But in that time, RJ Barrett's been playing solid basketball. Hell, in the last 3 or 4 games, he's been going off playing some good basketball and efficient basketball. Mind you, the turnovers are one thing, and yes, we would like to see him make things, but the way y'all talk about him, you think that RJ Barrett was out there shooting 20%, 17% from the field. Like, it's crazy. RJ Barrett was 7 of 18 last night. The game before that against the Boston Celtics in a loss was 9 for 15. Like, 3 for 5 from 3, 3 for 7 from 3 yesterday. Like, RJ Barrett is not playing terrible basketball. Y'all asked for efficient basketball from RJ Barrett. He is giving you that and still can do more, but that's not enough. So this is my beef with y'all. And I can say the same thing about Julius Randle. And I am rooting for Julius Randle this year. And Julius Randle, again, same thing like RJ Barrett. He's been playing solid too. 10 of 19 against the Boston Celtics. 31 points where he went apeshit from the 3-point line. 8 of 13 from the 3-point line against the T-Wolves. Yes, 17 points against the 76ers, but he had 17 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Like, I mean, you can talk about the turnovers and stuff like that, but Julius Randle, like RJ Barrett, has been efficient. Jalen Brunson, like those other two, have been efficient. They are still figuring it themselves out because these are supposedly our big 3. And I said it from the beginning. I put it in my prediction video. I expect these guys to average around the same numbers. I think they're all going to be around that 20 point per game mark by the end of the season. One of them might be 22, other one might be 20, and the other one 19, something like that. I expect that to be the regular and the trend for the remainder of this season, and that is what we would want. I think in this NBA, where we are a team where we don't have a superstar, the spread offense is the best way to win these games. That is how the Utah Jazz are winning their basketball games right now. That is how the Memphis Grizzlies been as good. Yes, they have the leader in John Morant, but the other guys are no scrubs on that team. You know, it is the spread offense in this NBA that is really valuable and really works. But like I said, I just feel like we are jumping out the window way too soon because we have too many agendas and we're not really focusing on the main thing, and that's the New York Knicks winning and improving. So even in our losses, are we improving in those losses? Yes, they're frustrating. Yes, I will tweet out that I'm frustrated in those moments, but at the same time, let's not jump out the window with a lot of things. But one of my favorite things that has happened has been the benching of Evan Fournier. You can say what you want about Evan Fournier. Again, I'm always being called the Evan Fournier hater because I never have anything good to say about Evan Fournier. But like I always rebut to you guys, Evan Fournier doesn't give me anything good to talk about. In his bench role, something that I was looking forward to because I thought he would thrive in, he's only averaged, what, 2 points per game in his 3 games coming off the bench. And it's not like he was doing much else before he went to the bench. I mean, he had that one good game against the Cavaliers. We had 16 points, 6 for 9 shooting, 14 against the Hornets in 24 minutes. Like, he's had some spurts in that Grizzlies game, 14 points in 33 minutes. But then other than that, he's been a lot of nothing. And on top of that, it's not like he really gives you anything else outside of the offensive end. So right now, Evan Fournier is playing himself out of the rotation. So, I mean, I'm not completely throwing it away for Evan Fournier just yet. I would still love to see him. Maybe this is a situation when Grimes gets back healthy consistently. Evan Fournier gets bumped out of the rotation to the point where we have to trade him so he can go to a team and be happy. Maybe that is the best case scenario. But right now, the way that this starting lineup looks with a Cam Reddish opposed to a Evan Fournier is a lot better. Cam Reddish is getting more comfortable. The offense is going to come. He's going to do less of the crazy shots because he's trying to get his offense off. He's going to realize that this is his role and he can play well in it. And I think you're seeing that from Cam Reddish. The defensive side is coming out of Cam and so on and so forth. I like the flow of this starting 4 because we don't know who that 5 is. It's been Jericho. It's been iHeart. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau knows which one he's going to go with. Might see Obi start in one of these games. We don't know which one Tom Thibodeau's going to go with depending on the night. But at least for our starting 4 until we get Mitch back, I think this is probably the most cohesive 4. And I've been saying this as at this point, a platinum Cam Reddish, Cam Fam Bam member holder. I've been saying this. I've been wanting him to start. I've been saying this. Some players are just players. Yes, his shot selection still needs work, but some hoopers are just hoopers, and Cam Reddish is him. He is that guy. And now you're seeing him wake back up. I'm going to say back because Cam Reddish has been a defender. If you know anything about Cam Reddish before his time in the NBA, he was a two-way. He was a two-way. That was one of his things. His length and his defensive ability was definitely one of the things that was in Cam Reddish's repertoire. For whatever reason, when he came to the NBA, that went out the window because he had something to prove. Now, Tom Thibodeau is waking that up out of Cam Reddish. So I'm just really happy to see him in the starting role. And I really feel like if he is comfortable and understands that that role is his, you're going to see a better product out of Cam. The Knicks, for the first time, have 2 young wings to be excited about that are both solid. One all-star potential, one we don't know what he's going to be yet, and then you have a point guard. When's the last time the Knicks could say we had something like that? This is what I'm talking about. Enjoy these moments and let them grow naturally. Right now, it's still early in the season. Until that 25 game mark, none of this is really real yet. We're still trying to figure out what this team truly and really is. The main goal that any of us should want from this team is improvement and growth from our younger players. Everything else is a plus. If we make the playoffs, cool. If we don't make the playoffs, cool. But are we seeing improvement from this team? And are we seeing improvement and growth from these younger players? That's what we need to see. And I feel like we are in a position right now where we are seeing that. In a world right now, too, with Obi Toppin playing as well as he's been off the bench. Lord only knows what he'll do as a starter. So, like I said, man, right now, there's still a lot of feeling out for the entire team, and we all just need to relax. What are your thoughts about everything? Right now, we're going into this. We're at 500. I really believe that we can win these next 4 games. Yes, I'm going to say I'll jump out the window. I think we're either going to go 3-1 or 4-0 with these next 4 games. What says you? What are your thoughts about everything? Starting lineup, Evan Fournier, Tom Thibodeau, whatever it may be. Let me know your thoughts all in the comment section below. I just want to say this. Really happy with the starting 5. Like I said, don't move Cam Tibbs. He's a starter, okay? He's our starting wing next to RJ Barrett. That is it. Conversation's done. Move on, and let's keep the season going, all right? If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Yes, your boy has to get back on the video thing, but we will also be live tomorrow. Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, live Wednesday night Knicks here on the CK2K channel, all right? Also subscribe to CK. Hit me up over on Twitch at IamCK. Appreciate you guys' support outside of the channel. Like I said, y'all supporting your boy means a lot, all right? Catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Let's get it. Let's go Knicks. 5-5. Beat the Nets tomorrow. Big game. Can't wait to see you guys in the chat. I'm out of here.
Cold pizza like Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.